Hey guys, Jared here. Starting the channel off with Story of Seasons of Wonderful Life. Gonna be doing a full playthrough of the game. I'll be talking about some things that I will be doing throughout it that, from nostalgia purposes, that I remember from the game. My goal for this playthrough or this run is not to look up any guides, but give some feedback from things that I remember from the GameCube version as well as going through it. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with a new game. Now typically, in Harvest Moon, one of the things that we want to watch out for, I'm going to move this a little bit just so we have a better picture. Alright. One of the things we want to look out for is the first couple days are one of the most important, at least for the first season. Don't mind my cat in the back. Whenever we're playing through it, we do have a wandering trader that comes in, and he typically comes in, I think, 2 or 3 times throughout the month. So while we go through the first couple days, our goal is to try to make as much money as possible, because when we get him into our town, we can actually buy a fishing pole and start making it. So there are a few ways to make money in this game. With it being a Harvest Moon game or Story of Seasons, a lot of the big one is we can, buy, sell crops, use animals, go through, create a character, change the eye color. It cannot be changed yet. Okay. Alright, hairstyle. I'm gonna go with this one with the nostalgia look, so I'm gonna sit over here. That. Let's be a little different. Black. It's classic. Outfit. Boy's outfit. Turn name. Alright, so first couple days, again, we're going to pick up flowers. We will probably go and use the, I forget what his name is, archaeologist area. You can sometimes get some rare items up there that'll sell for a decent amount. Now, one of the cool things about this game that you really couldn't do in any of the other Harvest Moons was you can set up your own little shop kind of in the square. If anybody's ever played Rune Factory 4, it's got kind of the same concept as well. Alright, there's our farm. Let's get it going. Thank you, Takamura. So Takamura is an awesome NPC. He worked with your dad. He's helps you basically take over the property. He doesn't want it for himself. He's just kind of living on the property and hanging out. Let's get started. Now, for it being a full playthrough, because again I haven't got a chance to try this out yet, I do want to see some of the new character models, so I am going to do the grand tour. I know that he's going to ask in a little bit after he shows us the farm, going through and asking us about, do you want to go meet the locals? Or at least that's what he did in the original. Shipping bin is in a new location. So this is already a difference from the original GameCube version. On this side where the shipping bin is actually used to be a storage building. tools. You could actually put your tools and you could see them on the walls in the back, which was kind of a cool feature. Wonder if they had that inside the barn now and they just couldn't find it. So where this is, this actually used to be where the shipping bin used to be. So storage shed and food. Oh, maybe it's not going to have it. Okay. So I did read that they did put some quality of life things into the game. So one of the big quality of life is that you're supposed to have your own tool bag that doesn't take up any of your inventory space, which is kind of cool. Doc, why are you making a creep back there? So my cat is... And he winked at me whenever I said that. Doc, you're terrifying. Thank you. Alright, so we can get gifts and different items from that building or from that box. Chicken coop. And if I remember correctly, you can upgrade these buildings as well. So he gives us some starting items to go through. The poppers. Alright. So back in the GameCube days, I used to take the pointy-eared dog. But the floppy-eared dog looks much better character model-wise for Switch. Let's name them Luna. Alright. Doc, you want out? Alright, 1 second. Alright. He'll probably come back scratching a little bit as well. It's okay. We got our little log cabin. He lives on the property as well, just at the end. From what I remember, there's no use to him being on or off the farm. It's just a location for his NPC to basically be. This is where he shows us our first animal. Keep it classic. What do cows do? Alright. We got Moo 1. Alright, so we should be able to milk her in the mornings and milk her in the evenings. Milk is a great source of early cash. Name the farm. What do we want to name it? Let's name it. We only have 8 letters. Let's name it Moo Moo. We've got Moo. We're gonna have Moo Moo Farm. All right. We got Moo Moo Farm. I guess we're gonna have to raise a lot of cattle. Alright, so, Moo Farm got a good ring to it. Introduce me to the locals. Alright, so, I think he gives us the choice here. Yeah, you can pass on it. We're going to go through it. Again, if this is your first time going through the game, there's a lot of cool developments that you can do. So I know that one of the quality of life features whenever they were announcing the game is that you can actually view your progress with each character in your inventory. Back in the GameCube days, you had to find their journals, and it only applied to your basically possible spouses. So going forward, Garen's wife Nina. Chris is way too overdressed. So Sully definitely looks different than his original model. Hugh looks pretty much the same. Gavin and Molly look pretty close to being the same, with her curly blonde hair. Lumina. So, for those of you who played the original version, Lumina, or who did not play the original version, Lumina used to be like half that height in GameCube, and they made her in one of the like DLC, or not DLCs, but one of the special editions of the game, a romanceable character, and it was just kind of awkward. She was like half the height, and then all of a sudden she would grow up. It was very weird, so I'm glad that they made that change, at least with her. Her grandmother's hilarious. Playing the music. Stop. I think he had probably one of the best names in the game. So they definitely changed his character model. He did not look like that. He was like this super jacked guy. Not a runner. Looked like a giant bodybuilder. And we get to meet one of the other romanceable options. So Celia is probably the easiest candidate to marry in the game. Twins who craft fireworks and oddball scientists. That's not the expect. Experience plus. So the twins who craft fireworks, they actually have a game that you can play against them, and you can win prizes from completing them. So this is the archaeologist I was talking about earlier. We can go up there, we can get a chance to get some good items. I also know that they added an quality of life feature, so GameCube days as well, you used to have to go from one side of the river all the way down to that one bridge and go all the way back up to get to them. I'll show you kind of what I'm talking about, but they added a ridge that's under the water that you can just run across, which is great, because that was probably one of the worst parts, I think, of the game, was having to run back and forth between those two positions. Gave me a camera. When you're ever feeling photogenic. Alright. And the nature spirit. So if you've ever played any Harvest Moon game, you always know that we gotta always have the nature spirits in the game. They just think, for whatever reason, because we can see them, that we are just a giant nature spirit. So now they're going to solicit us for free labor. They want us to work really, really hard so that we can bring back their spirit gods. Okay, nice to meet you. My name's Heart. Let's all be friends. Okay. Actually, Heart's jacket I always thought was funny too. Never realized it was a jacket though. Alright, so beginnings. This is the official start, day 1. It looks like that is a photo board. Yeah, corkboard. So pictures I'm going to guess go on there. We've got TV, so TV's kind of cool. You have your weather channel. Clear skies as far as the eye can see, at least it's the next 6 hours. Daily dairy, blah blah blah. Cows eat fodder, so there's also a chance that on the news you can get some recipes and things like that. Today we've asked how's the fishing. Well, we can't fish yet. We can't fish until the traveling merchant first comes in. So you can always see your luck. So we have amazing luck today. One of the big things, elderly might bring you some happiness. So this is probably the best one, along with looking at the news, or at least the top 3. The bottom one doesn't matter, in my opinion. At least it didn't back in the day. Having amazing luck, especially if you can fish, you can do the archaeology, all of that is used by the luck. I don't know what the actual statistic is on the luck system, however, you do have a much, much better chance of getting something important whenever you go, especially for archaeology. Me and Jerry, wait up a sec. Don't forget to check the notes. Yeah, notes. Woo! I'm not going to go through the notes, although these are a lot better than what it used to be. Potential partners. So the blue flower is what you give to who you want to romance. You get that later on whenever you first get them to a high enough level. Alright, so we have a newcomer outfit. Nice to meet you. Wonder discovered. Cool. So if I was going to use that, let's look at this. Alright, so let's start with this. So yes, this is our tool bag. These are the tools we currently have available: of sickle, watering can, milker, and camera. We have fertilizer, so if you missed it earlier, we talked to Marissa, we can use fertilizer to grow grass in the cow pen, which is what I will probably do. I won't probably use it on the crops. I will plant a apple tree, and then I'll plant tomato seeds as well. We have no requests, so this is a new feature. We didn't really have requests, at least not in this format. What you would basically do is you would just bring them gifts that they like to help increase their likes for you. So this is also what I was talking about, quality of life wise. They changed it so you can see on the screen we have the affection meter. These are all the bachelors and bachelorettes. It's the 6. You'll also have these guys. Now, there should be one more bachelor and bachelorette. We just haven't met them yet. But we'll get to that here in a minute. You can also check out your farm animals. So, Moo is healthy. She's got 6 hearts. We've got plenty of money. It says we collected the wonders. So, chapter 1. It's really just starting the game, basically, looking some stuff. Alright, so Takuma got some questions. He wants me to get married as quickly as possible. So let's go in here. Questions about raise animals. Alright, so it's going to basically make us do tutorials all the way through it. We're adding a horse. Oh, there's some new, or at least that looks like a new animal. Cow, sheep, goats. Yeah, so this guy's the wandering trader I was talking about. We'll see him after a while. Isolation space for pregnant animals. So they did not have that in the first one as well. So that's a new feature. Let me look at that real quick. Also an isolation space. Put them there before they give birth. Okay. So we just put them in a isolated space. Animal care. Pet and brushed. So we don't have the brush yet, which is weird because you started the original game with it. Trash bin, throw away what you're holding as long as it's special. That's our area. Oh. It's pretty energetic. Snuggle them. So let's go ahead and get the milker. Milk one today. 4. I like that. Okay, request it. So that'll have to wait till later. Put away. So this is our fodder bin. Pick it up. We're gonna go put in. Put in. Now one other cool feature in this game is you also have a way to let them out and you use the same bell to put them back in. However, if they're outside right now, I don't think we have any grass, so we have a little bit of grass. Grass will eventually create fodder, but what he was saying about the fertilizer, I'll put it here, I'll start there. Put it right next to me. Alright, so we can start grass and get it moving. If there's grass in the field, the animals will quote-unquote eat it, making sure that they are full and their stomachs are good to go. Something else we can do, go ahead and get the watering can. You're about to use fields. So all of this is really neat if you've never played the game before, because none of this was here for the original game. You had to go look at random books, shelves, and things like that to get some of this information. What I do like, oh, it looks like a lot of different crops. That's cool. Crops, so that I'll have to look into a little bit later. I'll get some more information on that. But let's go ahead and start tilling our land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. So the change of direction select is a really nice feature as well. That was not available in the first game. We're going to pull out this one, so I'll make this one my little apple tree. So trees do take up 4 spaces, so do be careful when you're planning that out. But that should be 4 by... That's weird that it's going to have an extra row. I don't like how they did that. Alright, cool. Anyway, let's go meet some town people. So earlier I was also telling you guys that when we were going and looking at this piece, that's the map. When we were looking at this piece, so back in the day, they had diaries. curious if they still have them, because that was a cool feature. What is this? Oh, so this is the request for them. Cool. So this also was not in the first game. So tomato soup, tomatoes, any times 1. We'll get some eggs for that. Watermelon seeds with milky soup. So let's go ahead and grab both of these. Add in the information, your request list, find the recipe for milky soup. Alright, so we'll go check that out here in a minute. Actually, I'll do that real quick before we go over there. So I do want to show you guys how you used to have to do this, because that was a cool feature. I definitely think that this is a lot more streamlined. It also makes it a lot easier, because let me tell you, trying to figure out if they liked you or not and you give them stuff every single day was very obnoxious. Again, it was still a cool feature the way that they did it. Change look. Alright, is this where I can change the costume? It is. Aha! Where's my... Oh, there it is. Yes. No! Change look. I don't know if I want the hat. I don't like the hair. But I do like this. So let's confirm that. Boom. I feel like I'm getting ready to like fight somebody. Alright. That's why we went in there. Look at this house. Hi, Luna. There it is. There's a trash bin in there too. Cool. Alright, make my recipe. So, we have a soup. Milky soup. Just needs 1 baked dish. Just make the one for now. Later on, whenever you start getting a lot more crops and things like that, you do burn through your stamina pretty quickly in this game. So having a soup or some sort of food will help. I think that's my stamina bar at the top. Yes, that is my stamina bar. I don't know why they have stamina and energy, but that's okay. I did not mean to talk to you again. It's huge, it's perfectly job. No chance of bumping. Alright, so we are going to go ahead, run over here. Closed. Alright, well, let me show you one of the cool things about this, as long as it will let me go into it. So this is the firework area. New Year's, they do like a firework show. So we can go in there. So these are the brothers. We talk to them. Hello there, Cole, second best crafter in world-class fireworks. This twin brother's the best. So we talk to him. Name's Charlie. So I don't know if both of them you can play against, but whippersnapper. How about playing a little game? I love games. Alright, so as long as the rules did not change, I am going to skip the rules. Yeah. Okay, so I don't need the rules. Alright, so the way that this game works, you are trying to fill in the triangles. However, there's a cheesy, super cheesy way to do this. And basically clear half the board without any issues. So when we go no thanks, he'll go, alright, well let's do this. Alright. So he's very nice. He likes to go first. I'll grab that. Grab that. May have messed up a little bit, but that's okay. So while he's going for all the small ones, you really just want to kind of fill in the gaps. necessary, but just in case. I don't know what I did that. So we get all of those. All of a sudden we're beating him. He's upset. Yes. You can have it up here. Here. He's gonna block me. I go up. He blocks me again. I go here. We connect. And now it doesn't matter. We are so far ahead, he can't actually do anything. So typically, I mess it up a little bit. We want to start kind of on the opposite side and just start going all the way around it. But that's okay. Again, it didn't hurt anything. When you play it kind of all the way through like this, you can't really do anything. Just kind of locking it in at this point. So I beat him 30-10. Pretty easy way to blow them out, and you can do that every time. The AI never gets better for it. You can continuously just beat him. I don't know if he gives you any more prizes for beating him multiple times, but first time, I know that he does give you one. Alright, so he gives us, I think that's a notes down. So you can actually get these from the archaeologists. I think it's notes down. Moonlight ore. Actually, you can see here on the fan might be interested in buying it. I forget how much they sell for, but you do actually get a pretty penny for it. Let's go over here. No, yes, he's already out and about. Okay. Give him his request. No, Gordy, where are you going? Come back. Hear about your request. Here's your milky soup. So they probably changed him because in the original game he looks kind of creepy. No, did not mean to talk to you. Sorry, Gordy. Alright. Grab herbs and all of that stuff. Little boat. Gordy, what are you doing? What are you thinking about? Great joke. Terrible. Alright. So you will get random cutscenes like this as you play through. It typically means that there's some sort of increase in your relationship with that person. We're changing. Now he's just spouting stuff. Alright. Oh, he's a poet in this one. Who runs? Poet who runs. Or at least who looks like he runs. So the boats were there in the original game too, and there was really no reason to them. Same thing with these fishing nets. It's all aesthetic, which is also nice. It's, again, game's gorgeous in comparison to what it used to be. I do want to go up. My cat is scratching. 1 second. What? see my cat here probably in a minute. He is one of the... Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to go up to the archaeology site. We can buy more seeds and plants from her. Running all the way up. So, as you can tell, this is a pretty decent trek from here all the way down to that bridge. Well, in the original game, to go to that side, you had to go all the way down, around the bridge, come all the way back up to go over there. Nowadays, they added it to where you just do this. Yep. Yep. Wish you would have done that sooner, but not gonna complain. I'm gonna take it. Alright, so archaeology site. So there's a cool thing, or a cool couple things that you can do. So, in the original one, what you would typically do is you would just kind of keep digging in the same spot. Let's get started. However, from this one, what it looks like is that you can actually see things sticking out of the ground. So, let's see if that has any effect. This one looks like a coin. I'll try it one more time. Ah, it is. Cool. Okay, so if things are sticking in the ground, yeah, old coin. So if things are sticking out of the ground, I'm going to guess that that's where you want to dig. There are more than the 5 spots available to dig. Totem? Yeah. Nothing peculiar. Now you can find fossils. That is one thing that you can do. You can find fossils. You can find stones. You can find the little idols. You can find the moonlight ore. Found an old fossil. Speaking of. Alright. Let's take this spot out. Nothing there. Let me see if continuously digging. Yeah, cool. So this is kind of like the original one then still. The way that you would do it is you would just kind of keep digging the same spots. You'd want to try to clear it all out at least once and then start pick just any spot that you enjoy. We feel lucky after any of them. Again, we have really high luck today, so I'm going to dig for the newer spots. If I don't get anything. If I don't get anything on the initial ones, it's fine. We'll just come back and re-dig. Nothing. Come on. Alright, well, I'm going to re-dig. Make it easy. Oh, something's there. Can't tell what that is. Out. Yep. I'm going to pause right here. Ready gemstone, moonstone, moonlight ore. Going to pause right here. Digging. Kitty. Right, now the fossil. And Thank you, Buzz. Alright. See, as you can see, you can keep digging in the same spot. You don't have to give up after digging once or twice into it. It will keep generating items. A glimmering golden object. Alright. Let's see what that actually looks like. A golden fork and a top G for cutlery this fancy. So we're already on a good roll of getting cash. I think he ends it at 5. So we want to make sure that we're trying to get this done as quickly as possible. Are you enjoying that toy? Another item. We're almost out of time. So a lot of things in this game have time limits as to like when you can do certain things or when you have to stop doing certain things. There is another golden fork. Alright, so let's head out. Because it's going to kick us out anyway. I don't have time to actually go through it. Finish digging. All done. So this is a great way for early game money if you don't have access to the fishing rod. Examine what you found. Boom. Found 4. I have no signal. I have found nothing significant. Cool. I can still keep it and sell it. Alright. And in case you're wondering, I think it actually has... No. Alright, so we can still check the prices of things. I wish they would have made romantic character because that would have been kind of cool. Alright. Let's go ahead, we'll grab some of the flowers. So these are your moondrop flowers. They're kind of a good general giveaway for anybody. Toy flowers. Again, kind of like the moondrop flowers, they're pretty good in pretty much any circumstance. Most people will take them for any of the romanceable characters. I typically have better luck with moondrop flowers, however, depending on the person. It doesn't really hurt one way or the other. Gustava. So he is not as rugged as he used to be. In the GameCube version, he was a lot more rugged, a lot more like run down looking almost. So this is the tree where the sprites live. You can eat one of the mushrooms, you'll shrink down and go into their house. We don't really need to, but I will show what it looks like. Why not? Let's eat the mushroom. That's your Alice in Wonderland moment. Here they are, hanging out. Something fun, new recipes. Like pickles. So, you can talk to them pretty much every day. Sometimes they have stuff for you. Sometimes they don't. That's okay. We can head out. We automatically grow because physics in this game make complete sense. Alright, we're getting close to the end of day 1. There's the evil scientist, or mad scientist, whatever you want to call him. I forgot about him. Alright. So we got put into another cutscene. So this is kind of a nice introduction scene. We haven't met him yet, so easiest way of introducing you. He is a romantical character. He was a little bit different. He had probably one of the biggest character upgrades, I think. Especially in the GameCube version. Gotta dig deep, man. Alright. He's very lazy. He wants to lay out my trees. That is pretty weird. A whole lot of nothing. I do like the water in this one. It's definitely changed as well. Hooey! To get to Cocoa Island, my first must jingle jangle very loud. Trade many items in line for coin, but it's still not enough. You have to face your person, yes. Help me. I'll give him 100, why not? Sing for me, Pooey. This is the OG toss a coin to your orchard. This is a toss a coin to your Pooey. Oh, farmer of plenty. Ah, yes, I am the new farmer. Thank you, Nina. The flowers were just as beautiful. So, you can get flowers in quite a few different places. This is typically one of the big places, however, I'm not... There they are. Alright. So, more toy flowers. You don't really need the flowers, but they're good gifts. You can give them to people every day. Makes it kind of quick and easy. You don't have to worry about necessarily giving them their favorites, as long as you keep consistently giving them gifts. Pick up, pick up. Alright. It's getting close to nighttime. Our cow's still outside, so we do have to make sure that we put him back inside the barn. However, really quickly, I want to see if this is available. Yeah, that looks like it. Alright. So this is kind of like the bar slash coffee shop. So it looks like they may still have it. So this is where Molly have next work. This is where she used to keep her journal out in the open. I feel green heart about them. As you do more for her, that heart color will change, and it'll turn red and then purple. Or purple and red, one of the two. But that's how you can tell that her affection is getting more in tune with you. Well, well, well. Oh, puns. Very punny. Alright. Let's go let our cow go back to sleep. Try to milk one more time. Milk her. Oh, jump. More milk. Alright. Animal back to barn. Where treasure glitters, golden artifact, we found 3 wonders. So the wonders collected. There's 88 wonders. Oh man. Alright. Not what let's go to sleep. And you will have random dreams as you go through it. However, that is where I'm going to end the first stream. So this is our first playthrough. This is going to be the one that we keep going off of. But thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed day one. We will keep playing through. Now that we've finished a lot of the tutorial stuff, we'll probably do 2-3 days at a time. But I hope you enjoyed day one of Harvest Moon, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.